We need to look at number 1 or 2 spaces. Blue Tigers, number 22, Frank. Second personal foul, 15 foul, that's in for the Roos. Number 25, and the Tyler Andrews. University, number 27, coming into the Blue Tigers, number 4, Smart Man. Well, Lincoln's number 24, Taylor Rice, first personal foul, 17 foul. Moving into the Blue Tigers, number 27, Koné. Bruce, number 23, Alan Kevin Jr. to the line. A 1-1.
Wag Tabor, Kevin Shield, Brody Werner on that staff, and they've just been working and working hard here in the 3 or 4 months they've been here. So Kansas City will start on offense. Up top, Shamari Allen. Going inside, Mukeba out of the gate to start the second half to Precious Idiaru.
And that was a great call out of halftime. A flash in Idiaru getting to the bucket and able to finish.
And Michael, I absolutely love to see stuff like that. We always talk about how important the beginning of the second half is, those first minutes. Coming out of the dressing room, kind of lackadaisical a lot of times, not ready to play. They had that one ready to go, scored the quick bucket. Love seeing that kind of thing.
Yeah, nice set play that time by Kansas City. And none of it matters if Pressure doesn't actually make the layup. So good job by him finishing around the bucket.
Oh, we rattled the gym with that free throw. With an earthquake, but it goes. It goes for Kevin Koné, as he now has 7 points in the game. And a nice first half. And the rebound, Tyler Andrews. So Roos have Allen, Andrews, Mukeba, Idiaru. Well, he took a seat. I guess he was in there for the start the second half. Mitchell's out there and Ngandu. Here's Mitchell. And out of bounds, another turnover on Kansas City. That's the 11th turnover for Kansas City. And again, they had 27 in the exhibition game against Langston. So that's something. I mean, it's good being in these games where you're leading, you're winning, and you're able to identify some things that you really need to work on. and be able to deal with it in game situation, right, Michael?
Got to be able to do that from practice to the floor when it counts. He's got an offensive foul that time. Wasn't set on the screen against the Blue Tigers. But, yeah, definitely to your point, Neil, giving these guys real live and real-time game action against players who don't know the plays, as you so often see as you play in practice and preseason. That was just not a great feed, not a good angle from Shamari.
That's a 12th turnover on Kansas City, and that time getting to the rim is Stapleton. Stapleton has 9 points to lead the way in that exhibition. It would be one of the guys they count on, especially for his outside shooting and also taking some charges like he did against Langston.
He's one of those players we talked about at the beginning who just knows when to go. He knows when to take the big shot, whether it be in transition or not.
Foul out front. That was Page trying to check Mitchell. And those are the veteran guys on this team. When you talk about those three, Shamari Allen, Raquandis Mitchell, and Anderson Kopp, who Allen and Kopp returned from last year's team. Both played significant minutes for Kansas City last season when the Roos were 12-6 in the Summit League. Here's Mukeba. Rings out. Rebound. Mitchell right at the rim.
Just a grown man. You see him give the sign for he's too little out there. You see big guards rebounding is significant for Kansas City. We've seen it out of Shamari Allen from Mukeba, who's more like a power forward, but that time.
Oh, just feeding it in over the top is Lincoln. And that was Koné that got the bucket that time.
Yeah, Koné, good offensive board that time. Able to get position there. I think that's on promise.
Andrews. And that will flip it back over to Lincoln with Kansas City on top by 8. What have you seen out of the Roos defensively tonight, Michael?
We've seen a great job on help side defense for Kansas City. Not allowing too many drives to the basket. And then before that last play from Koné, not allowing a lot of offensive rebounds.
Andrews the rebound for Kansas City, and here come the Roos. Andrews will take it himself. Looking up the floor. Kicks it back out. Mukeba down the lane. Back to Andrews launching the three. And they can't get it to go, but they worked it well that time. On the pull-up, Page. Oh, push underneath. Promise Idiaru had the position down there. And back over to Kansas City.
Taking a look at it right here. Great job getting down there. And then just getting mushed in the back. But you want to see on that play, if you're watching film, and you're talking to Promise about that, making sure you find the guy and make contact so that way he can't push you underneath the basket.
Mukeba dealing off to Andrews, who was cutting to the basket, and a foul on Lincoln. Or is it?
No, I think it'll go over. It's actually a jump ball, so it'll go over to
tight
LU.
Situation. Got a piece of the ball.
Well, LU's doing a good job of hanging around, Neil. Not allowing Kansas City to jump out to a significant double point advantage.
Koné over the top and scoring.
Well, that's just too easy that time. Can't allow him to get that position so easily down low if you're Idiaru.
Mitchell. Anderson tips it back out high to Mukeba. And the Roos will have another go here. Screen by Idiaru. And a foul going against Lincoln. It's either Koné, it's actually going to be on these types of young men that this coaching staff has brought in. And to have them here in our city, and not to mention play a little basketball here.
Well, let's see how Kansas City comes out at that timeout.
Here's Mitchell. They swing it. Raquandis on the pump fake. He can't get it to go. And once again, the rebound by Koné.
That was good defense that time from Lincoln, bothering his shot because we know he can pull up. And that time just a little short on it.
Koné now has 8 rebounds in the game for Lincoln. Having a nice game tonight to go along with 11 points to lead the way. Foul on Kansas City. Lincoln will keep the basketball. That was on Andrews, maybe, on the foul?
Yeah, I think so.
Looking for the signal.
Look at that size down low that you have to try to pass over just to inbound the ball. You got Mukeba, you got Idiaru, that's promise, and you got Jeff all standing and packing down that lane. It makes it dang near impossible to try to get that pass off.
Yeah, Jeff Ngandu's back in the game after he got the contact back in there the right way. He's ready to go. We played 5 minutes here in the second half. Kansas City up by 6. They led by 9 at halftime. Here's Page up top. Oh, nice block up over the top is Mukeba for his second block tonight.
The way he sits down defensively, even if he gets beat a step, watch his recovery. He can cover so much ground.
Got up quick off one leg. Swatted it with the left. Rebound Mukeba. Shot clock violation.
He's just one of those guys. I think he could play any sport and be good. Just a pure athlete. You can see him coming across the middle, catching the ball like Antonio Gates or Tony Gonzalez.
Absolutely. Some guys in the past that you played with. I wanted Carlton Aaron to get a look at, like, left tackle or something. 6'9" with his long arms. He could easily weigh 350 if he wanted to and still be not carrying much body fat. Yeah, sure. Absolutely. It didn't happen, but you know. Big C. Had some good years with Kansas City, Michael. Here's Shamari Allen down low trying to kick it back out high, and it went off Ngandu, but it looked like Lincoln touched it, maybe Koné, and he's not sure he did. So we'll see. It looks like it'll stay with Kansas City, though.
And Koné from Paris, France. So it is going to stay with Kansas City. Do we have some kind of technical foul?
Well, Coach Menzies is going to watch Mitchell go to the free throw line, missing the first. So somebody might have said something there. Kansas City will have the basketball though. Ball knocked away. Kansas City will re-enter. So right now, Kansas City has 2 6'9" players in, well, now. Okay, they do. They'll leave them in there. Precious Idiaru at 6'9". Ngandu, 6'9". Mukeba, 6'7". Mitchell, 6'5". Shamari Allen, 6'4". For Kansas City, and another turnover on the Roos. Turnover number 14.
And that's just a bad, ill-advised pass that time from Shamari Allen. Got to make easy passes, especially on the out of bounds.
So Lincoln trailing by just 6 in their first basketball game of the season, just like Kansas City's first game of the season here. On his way to the rim, another block by Ngandu, and they say he got a piece, as that was Stapleton on the take.
Take a look at it right here. Got him with the body initially. Look at Jeff. I didn't do anything.
That's the third personal foul on Jeff Ngandu. Precious Idiaru also has 3 fouls for the Roos. Nobody in foul trouble for Lincoln. Stapleton to the line. He has 9 points tonight, and now just 3 of 7 from the free throw line. He also has 3 steals tonight. As we said, the Roos have turned it over 14 times. You got to give Lincoln some credit for that, too. There's Mukeba with a rebound. 9 rebounds for Alan Mukeba. Precious Idiaru across to Raquandis Mitchell. As they weave it out front, Babacar Diallo in there now. And another turnover on Kansas City, number 15. In transition, Koné. That foul is on Precious Idiaru. That is his 4th personal foul. So, Michael, early in the year, 11 freshmen. We talk about all the new players, only 4 returners from last season. They're starting a whole new program here. You know, here you are in game number 1. And, you know, what are the things in bringing a group like this together, you know, from all these places all around the world and trying to get the chemistry going? I mean, it does not happen overnight.
Yeah, I mean, that's for sure. One of the most important things is just getting out there and playing the game, getting some reps in, because you can't replicate reps. Because we got an offensive foul. You can't replicate reps as Babacar Diallo gets called for an offensive foul.
Sam Martin checks back in for Babacar. Coach Esposito and Coach Menzies have been together for many stops along the way. Coach Esposito, the associate head coach, he's also been a head coach at different levels. And he was on Tubby Smith's staff, one of his main assistants along the way at Minnesota, Texas Tech, and Memphis. A lot of experience in that Roos huddle as that foul on Kansas City on Mukeba.
Yeah, just not a smart foul that time by Mukeba, trying to go over the back.
On the move, nice bothered shot there by Mukeba, but Lincoln keeps it alive with Stapleton, who puts up a shot, rebound, Koné, and it looked like Mukeba got a piece of that and went in. In fact, I think he helped it in.
He slowed it down because it was definitely going to be long.
And he already has 2 blocks tonight. Mukeba backing down the defense. And the little guy's coming around to force the turnover. And back over to Lincoln. So 3-point lead for Kansas City.
And those 2 guys are speaking French to each other. I don't know if you can actually see their lips moving, but they're speaking French to one another. As Koné is from Paris, France. So I could tell I was watching them talk to one another a few times down the floor. I walked into practice one day and the speaker was playing, but it was rap music, but it wasn't English rap music. It was French rap music, and I was like, who's playing this?
The tip is no good. Rebound battle for... And Kansas City comes away. Mukeba leading the break. Oh, my goodness.
That was a nice job by Mukeba getting a rebound and a steal by Tyler Andrews. Kansas City on the attack.
How about Mukeba? It's 7 through 45 leading the break. Andrews missing from 3. Rebound to Shamari Allen. Allen on the other side and knocked out by Koné. With 12 minutes to play. So Kansas City takes a 5-point lead. Big fella just leading the break. And Shamari Allen running to fill the lane.
That's a great job by Allen getting the steal and the presence of mind to push the ball up the floor. You saw his guard ability that time with the nice dime to Shamari Allen.
Sam Martin in there. Over to Allen. Official timeout.
They're into the game just as much as any fan would be.
So we're sending Mitchell to the line as during break after the officials visited over. And Ray Q with the free throw. And now Kansas City will get it back. So the Roos up by 7 after those free throws by Mitchell. Here's Mukeba going to work up over the top. It would have counted, and that is nice.
That was good patience that time. The nice drop step and spin, using the ball fake to get the defender in the air, just unable to get it to go down, but he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Allen David Mukeba Jr. Be fun watching him play this season. And not just this season, he's a sophomore. Missing the first. 6'7", 245. He had 10 points the other night in 20 minutes of action against Langston. And tonight, he now has 8 points and 10 rebounds and a couple of blocks.
Yeah, he's definitely a walking double-double with his ability to rebound the basketball.
It's about what he averaged last year at Colby.
Kansas City back into a 2-3 zone, just a different look, challenging the shooting range of the Blue Tigers.
Well, neither team has shot the ball very well from the three-point line tonight. There's a block by Mukeba, and he's got the rebound. Look out, here he comes. Sam Martin back to Mukeba. And a foul going on Kansas City.
But watch him block it and keep it in bounds like a la Wilt Chamberlain would block it and keep it in bounds. Look like he kind of tweaked his shoulder.
That's like LeBron coming at you. As fast as he went the other way that time. Mercy.
It really is like a locomotive, and he kind of tweaked his shoulder. He's coming out of the game.
And he's got one of the higher verticals on the team as well at 6'7", 245, Michael.
You see he jumps ball.
I know we were talking in the break. We're going to see a couple where he just takes it all the way.
I'm telling
you. Doesn't even give it up.
We were playing in a pickup game in the summer when he got here, and he took off, and I wasn't necessarily looking at him. He was kind of behind me, and I heard just the boom, the ground shift.
You were playing?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Michael.
You got to get out there and play with the young guys that really
see, I need to teach
about,
you, man. When you start getting up to 40 and stuff like that, you got to get out of the way.
You got to be in shape.
You got to get out of You're just hanging around the 3 line.
You just got to be in shape. No, I play. I post.
I know you are in shape now. I noticed that.
You got to be in shape. That's why I had to get in shape.
You've been working at it.
So I can play these young guys.
I know you're getting your shot.
Come on now. I'm going to be 50. I'm going to get my shot off. They're not going to matter.
There's Mitchell back to the free throw line. That's great that Coach Menzies has you involved. And you know, when he first got here, Coach Menzies, one of the guys he highlighted was Quentin Day. Because Coach Menzies helped recruit Quentin Day when he was at USC.
Sure did.
And, of course, Quentin, one of the great players in Kansas City history, and then went on to a overseas professional career for like 15 years.
Yeah.
And back in the Kansas City area. Great to see Quentin in that little piece at halftime. On the pull-up, and that one goes for Kansas City's Jamar Madge.
Yeah, he can do that nice one-dribble pull-up into the shot. Lincoln hanging around, only down 8 with just under 10.5 remaining in this game.
Madge again from Kansas City, Raytown South High School. Mitchell. And Gandu trying to work his way to the bucket. The foul will go on right. He was trying to get to that basketball after the back in his playing days. And so that foul's confirmed on Ngandu. And to the free throw line, Caleb Wright. 6'5", 205 sophomore from Phoenix, Arizona. 4 points tonight, had a 3 earlier on in the evening. There's the foul trouble for Kansas City. No good on the second one. Here's Sam Martin working there against Madge.
Well, see Kansas City be able to put together a few offensive possessions that result in some points. As LU was able to hang around in this game.
Sam Martin keeping that pivot foot nailed to the floor. Here's Mitchell. Rebound Mukeba, and right back at him.
He is just a man down here. Just cleared space and rebounded. I think that's what, 12 rebounds?
12 rebounds, 10 points, double-double tonight. I think we'll see a few more of those.
Oh, I think so. He can average.
Out of Mukeba.
You see Kansas City switching defensively off the pick and rolls.
And a foul out front. Looks like they got Mukeba. And that will be number 4 on Allen David Mukeba Jr.
Well, Mukeba, he's been a force on the boards all night long here. Raekwon is with the miss, but is able to follow it up.
I'm trying to think if the Roos have ever had a player like him. I just can't.
The closest I can think, honestly, is Corey Starks.
Yeah?
Back in the day.
Yeah?
He came in built like that, but I don't think anybody's been quite built like this.
I love Corey. You know it. And he had some great moments for Kansas City. And Mukeba, that body and that athletic ability down there. Corey can hit a three-pointer, too.
Yeah, he can shoot.
And so can Mukeba. And there is Yetna with the free throw. Cuts the lead back to 7 now. Ray Q, and then the steal by Mann. And Ray Q steps up for a 3, but can't get it to go. We'd had to turn the lights out if he made the 3 and just all go home. And there is the jumper from Madge. That's a 3.
That was a big answer from Jamar Madge off the transition, as the momentum could have turned quickly in the favor of Kansas City after that monster dunk by Ray Q. Knew what to do with it.
Raekwon Mitchell has 13 in the game now. Andrews from outside. Rebound, Shamari Allen. Still doing his helicopter work tonight. Up top to Martin. Sam Martin to the rim. Nice dump off Andrews, and he was driven out of bounds. Nice little look from Sam Martin.
Yeah, he's a pass first point guard, but he can also knock it down from deep, as I'm sure we're going to get another look at that dunk from Raekwon Mitchell. Ray Q, what it do?
Tyler Andrews headed back to the free throw line. He missed his first 2 shots from the line on this season. Again, that opening exhibition game, he had 6 points and 7 rebounds against Langston the other night. Got his first free throw. Look for big things out of this young man. Promise Idiaru checks back into the lineup now for Kansas City. Can't get the second one. Rebound Lincoln. Kansas City up 6 as Stapleton going the distance.
Yeah, good defense from Tyler Andrews with the block. And then the follow-up block by Shamari Allen. We've seen it a few times tonight out of Kansas City, just not giving up on the play. Able to come from behind with a few nice block shots.
Blues have 6 blocks tonight. Here's Martin. And that time he was unable to keep the pivot foot down. Another turnover on Kansas City. Now 19 turnovers in the game. We're talking about Sam's a pass-first point guard, and I mean, he can shoot it too, but he's had 11 assists in a game a couple of years ago. And maybe that was last year, actually. That's his career high. Here's Stapleton for 3.
LU creeping back in, back to within 4 right now. It's a big possession for Kansas City. And these are the moments that are important to have that leadership out there. As I said earlier in the game, knowing when to go. Let's see if Raquandis will get the ball. Here, Shamari Allen.
Raquandis over to Martin. And a rebound taken away by Yetna. Here comes Lincoln trailing by 4, 7 to play. In their first game of the season as well.
Now you got to sit down defensively. That's where I think Kansas City can excel, as you got an offensive foul right here against the Blue Tigers. Steele playing the passing lane and finish, so really getting it done.
And all of a sudden, we're calling Shamari the helicopter.
The helicopter.
I mean, it just happened organically here tonight. At only 6'4", with 3 block shots, a couple dunks. Kansas City in a battle here tonight with Lincoln, leading by 4 with 6:40 left. That's on Caleb Wright, the foul. Looks like Promise Idiaru will go to the free throw line. The Idiarus also played on the German national team together. Little strong that time by Promise. Again, they're just freshmen. Promise weighs a little bit less than his twin brother. He's 6'9", 225. Precious Idiaru is 6'9", 234. But they are identical. Identical twins here, and missing a couple of free throws there is Promise. So Lincoln on the attack again, trailing by just 4. Stapleton's had a nice game tonight.
Yeah, travel.
12 points, but turns it over here. That's his 5th turnover of the game. 16 turnovers on Lincoln, 19 on Kansas City. And in the last game, that exhibition, there were 50 turnovers in that game. 23 on Langston and 27 on Kansas City. I don't know how many times I've seen that one.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever actually seen that in the game. And people actually been able to still score buckets.
Andrews had it blocked. It was blocked there by Yetna. Lincoln on the move. Nice tip there by Idiaru as he got back on defense.
Yeah, he ran smack dab into Raquandis Mitchell, hustling down there.
Alan Mukeba back into the ball game, along with Precious Idiaru, Andrews, Martin, and Promise Idiaru will take a seat. Also, Jeff Ngandu is back in there. And just fighting for the rebound is Cone on the putback.
Yeah, he just wanted it more that time. And LU pulling to within 2 after being down by as many as 11 in that first half.
Trying to work for a little lob pass that really wasn't there that time. Fortunately for the Roos, it's knocked out by Lincoln. So Kansas City will have a chance to trigger in here with 11 on the shot clock, as their lead is cut down to just 2. They led by 9 at halftime. Raquandis Mitchell, shot clock at 5.
Yeah, he sees it.
He's going to have to go. And that's a shot clock violation. So now Lincoln with a chance to tie or take the lead here with 5 minutes left. Roos out there in the man-to-man with Mitchell, Allen, Mukeba, Precious Idiaru. And timeout called by Lincoln. They want to visit about this possession with 5:09 left. And then back home, Calvary Bible. Then at K-State with their new coach. So it's going to get real in a hurry here, Michael.
Yeah, it's going to get real, and I think they understand that. I think the coaching staff understands that as well. And right now, it's already real for Kansas City.
Absolutely. Stapleton on the miss. Mukeba could not handle. Let's hope he's okay. He went over the chairs there. And he's up. Good to see.
That's good effort. Just couldn't control the tip right there. See him coming across at the bottom. Kind of poked it away from himself.
So good. Everybody's okay. Here's Lincoln with a basketball. Only 3 in the shot clock. Short on the shot, but they're there for the rebound. And they're out rebounding Kansas City tonight. But there's another turnover on Lincoln. That is 38 to 35 in the rebound category. Lincoln on top. And they also lead in the turnover category. They've turned it over 16 times. Kansas City's turned it over 20 times.
Well, neither team taking care of the basketball with those rebounds, just hustle plays that really can't be taught. Rebounding is half of who wants it more.
And there's a foul going against Lincoln. That's on Yetna. So Kansas City at the free throw line, as we said, they reached the double bonus. Both teams at the 10.5-minute mark. And Kansas City shot their free throws very well against Langston in the exhibition game. They were 89% from the free throw line, 24 of 27. Tonight, a bit of a different story. 8 of 15 and 53%. And Mukeba puts one up there softly for point number 11 tonight. And he is now 4 of 5 tonight from the free throw line. 10 points, 12 rebounds, 3 blocks. Misses the second one there. 3-point lead for Kansas City. Precious Idiaru, Mukeba, and Ngandu, each with 4 fouls.
And there's Kansas City almost causing a turnover. It looks like a 2-3 zone with Mitchell and Allen out top.
Just over 4 to play. Here's Lincoln with Stapleton going to work on the offensive end. Kansas City in that zone. Page out of the corner, ties the game with a 3 right in front of his bench.
That was a big shot against that zone, and Page is a shooter for the Blue Tigers.
His 3rd 3 of the game. Neither team has shot it very well from the 3 line tonight, but Page has hit 3 of them. And we are tied at 52 here, approaching 3.5 to play. Up top, Shamari Allen. The Roos have led almost this entire game. I think they have led the entire game. Allen from outside. Rebound taken away by Koné. And Lincoln looking to take their first lead of the game.
Well, this is that time where that leadership is going to have to come to the forefront for Kansas City with Raquandis and Shamari Allen.
Stapleton hits the jumper, and the Blue Tigers have the lead on the road in Kansas City. And a foul, I think that's on Idiaru. On Precious, if it is, he's fouled out of the game. And he's coming off 25 against Langston in that exhibition game. So it's Lincoln basketball. They have out-rebounded Kansas City tonight. They've caused 21 turnovers on Kansas City. They have 9 steals, and they have the basketball right now. Both teams in the double bonus at 2.5 to play.
That was a great job. Tyler Andrews standing there taking the charge.
Waiting for the call, and they give it to Andrews, standing there taking that charge. Like we said, I thought it looked like he got it. I think they were looking to make sure he was not in the semicircle under the goal. And here comes Kansas City trying to tie or take the lead here. Shamari Allen tries to go down low, tipped away by Lincoln. Kansas City will keep it.
Well, Shamari's getting in the lane and he's looking to pass it. Probably be looking to score, get the ball up off the glass, try to get a good shot off.
Andrews on the baseline. Shamari Allen going to work in the lane, draws the foul. That foul, no, it's going to be a tied ball. So that's going to stay with Kansas City on the possession arrow. That was big because Cone, if it was a foul on Cone, that was his 5th.
That was close. Right, take a look at it. Spins right into him. He didn't have his hands straight up. And
Shamari's saying, I got hit in the face.
Yeah, we've seen that call go against Allen earlier.
Oh! Have mercy!
I told you! What did I tell you?
Oh, comes the thunder.
Hey, he was not. He tried to take the whole backboard down.
Man, we might want to check the Swinney Center.
I'm sure that goal is still moving.
He ties the ball game with authority, and there's a foul on Jeff Ngandu, and that is his 5th foul.
I mean, this is a drop step. This isn't a run up. This is one step.
Oh, my goodness.
And you get dunked on. Oh, my gosh.
Well, we already gave away our Evergy power play of the game. And if you're going to have power in the name of your play of the game, that one might have just trumped it.
Man.
But I still like the Sam Martin pass to Shamari Allen.
I told you, he is so ultra explosive. It's not even funny what he can do.
Yeah, like you said, that's out of the half-court set on a drop step.
That's not a run-up. You know how hard it is to dunk, and then to do it off of one step with that much power.
That was Larry Johnson.
Over a guy. Yeah.
My goodness. And the first one goes for Cone, who's had a nice game tonight. Listen to Cone, 16 points and 14 rebounds. The transfer from Georgia Southwestern, and he's got 2 free throws here.
Now it's time to execute. Run your offensive set, take care of the basketball, and get a good look if you're Kansas City.
Shamari crosses it off the rim, and Shamari Allen has 14 to tie the game.
Well, it's knowing when to go, and Shamari Allen turned the corner that time and seen he had an advantage getting to the hoop. That time able to finish.
Stapleton hovering, can't get it to go on the putback, no. Sam Martin flies in there for the rebound.
And a tough rebound from the shortest guy on the floor. Sam Martin coming through big with that one.
A nice clutch rebound, and these are the things and the situations early in the season. You're establishing your program. These are
hand and having those guys execute. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes down to McCabe. I mean, no one's been able to really handle him on the block. But now you want to use the clock. You got 18 seconds on the shot clock and get a good shot at the end.
Such a young team, as we talked about. Great teaching moment, as you said, Michael. Shamari Allen, but he traveled. Looked like a replay of his last move, but shuffled the feet a bit. Turnover number 22.
Now you got to get it on the defensive end. It's still about a 8-second differential from shot clock to game clock.
And Coach Drew and Lincoln will talk it over with 33 seconds left.
Offensive rebounds and putbacks. So now it comes down to defense. Just got to get a stop if you're Kansas City. No other way around it.
And Cone was able to match up at 6'9" with some of the Roos. And here's Lincoln with the basketball. Tie ball game. Let's see what they get out of the timeout here as the Roos working it in a man-to-man defense. Stapleton, piece of the lane, lost it on the deck. The fight is on. And it's a tied ball situation. And it looks like that will be going with Lincoln. They have the possession arrow. It's found him a few times tonight. So there's Mr. Cone, 18 points, 14 rebounds. He also has 4 fouls. They get it in. Stapleton creates and scores it.
That was entirely too easy. 10 seconds on the clock.
Shamari Allen up the floor on the baseline. It's blocked there by Cone. And then Kansas City fouls. And it's going to be Cone on the other end that's going to go shoot the free throw. Shamari Allen picking up the foul. And Kansas City hoping for at least one miss here with only 2 seconds left in the game. And he's got the first. 19 points and 14 rebounds. And he'll have another one coming here, and this would ice the game with only 2 seconds left. Roos with the chance. They get a quick timeout with .9. So they'll probably check the time on this one to see how much Kansas City talking it over. 1.4 left. Trailing by 3 here at Swinney Center. Allen with the baseball pass. Mukeba on the tip. And it was Andrews. I don't know if he was beyond the 3 line. It looked like it, but that was a pretty good play.